I would like to know if it requires a certain amount of Chanel bags to be a real lady. What do I get for a real Movado?
1980s.
And my flock of seagulls haircut ain't helping.
I may live in Seattle, but I always have a sunny disposition.
I know exactly who my friends are, and they're all named Benjamin.
I'm Michelle from the Bronx, and I'm far from a real housewife.
I'm Eric, and I have a job.
Hey everybody, and welcome to your favorite Bravo weekly recap, where we recap your favorite Bravo TV shows. You know the deal. I'm Eric Curdo. You can follow me over at Twitter. I'm at Reality Recaps. And we have such a jam-packed show for you guys. We're going over the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Beverly Hills Part 1 of the reunion. John was over at Sir. He met Jax. So much more. You're not going to want to miss this episode, so let's get right into it.
Hey guys, how's it going? So sorry, Kim Richards was just here and she left. We've had a wild night. So I'm ready to talk about the Bravo shows. You can find me on Twitter at Jeff Marks the Spot.
Hey guys, so excited to talk about the finale and the reunion part 1. You can find me on Twitter at Comedy Jonah. My name is John.
Hey you guys, Michelle from the Bronx here. I am finally glad we got to see something great. So you can find me at You Got Bronx on Twitter, and I can't wait to talk all about it.
Hey guys, let's start with Atlanta first. Let's go from boring to exciting.
Okay, can we go from exciting, boring, and then to exciting?
Yes.
Beep, 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 beep. Breaking news, breaking news. Have you heard?
Yes.
Cordell has filed for divorce. Oh my God, like who didn't see that coming? Train wreck, whoop whoop.
How could we be surprised after this season? There was no other option. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner.
There's a little stuff that we're going to wind up seeing in the last episode, which probably will give us a little bit more info. But yeah, he was only on it one to probably just clear up his name and the whole drama that still followed him from when he was on the Pittsburgh Steelers that he was covering up.
Allegedly.
On the DL.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly, specifically to the point and factually.
So is Portia gonna be on it next season? Is she gonna stay? What do we know? Michelle, you're the Oracle.
Well, Oracle did some reading, and there was no mention as of yet about her being either signed or quitting. So we have to see. Technically she's not a housewife, but neither is Can You Booty My Butt. Or, like the people are still in transition. Candy isn't a housewife anymore, but she's still in it. It's like
right.
Housewives, friends of housewives. Like that's what the premise of the show is. So whether or not that she will come back, I have no clue. But in the divorce settling, Cordell saying that she can support herself, that she is an independent woman. So I think that she's probably going to try and hang on to this thing with her claws all out.
I just don't know if she's that interesting to stay on. I mean, I know Kenya's single, but she's the black devil, right? The devil can't go anywhere. Candy, with all that money and dildos, that's interesting. So she's going to stay with that. But Portia doesn't really...
The thing is without this sort of dominating man, isn't he sort of storyline, there's nothing else really interesting about her, in my opinion.
Exactly.
So, because I found that to be an interesting color in this series. No pun intended.
Let me break it down for you people. She's coming back because now she's just having the beginning of her arc. This is just where next season is going to be all like, I'm an independent woman and I'm coming back and look at me. She's going to be in every strip club next season. She's going to be crying up against people. She's back.
I think she's going to be working at the strip club because between her grandfather's foundation and Cordell, she's not going to have that much money for this lifestyle that she likes.
We have the whole Kenya and Walter thing still dragging out about how he's a stalker. And, you got to be a little in the head to think somebody is stalking you and that you're calling security and you need security around. And you leave Candy's party because of Walter. Where
I think we already know there's something wrong with her in the head, and that's why that all makes sense. But I'm with Cynthia. I'm just sick of hearing about it. Old news. Find something else. I was really glad to see Kenya and Phaedra's video being shot side by side to compare.
Yes, that was fun.
That I loved. I mean, just watching that, I mean, I would buy Kenya's video over Phaedra's.
That's the thing, is that when that was being shown, I was really like, I was like ready to love Phaedra's, and I did not. Like,
I know. I wanted
from the costuming down to the moves she was doing, it was crazy. The only thing good about Phaedra's video was Apollo, and if Kenya can get Apollo in her video, she's even got, you know,
girl,
more so.
Please, that would be perfect. Yeah, I wanted to love Phaedra's. In fact, I was just, I'm not going to actually do the noise because I make too much noise anyway, but I was just scratching at the surface, wanting to love Phaedra's video, and I couldn't.
The only way it would have gotten better is if Apollo had gotten naked. That's the only thing. Phaedra has been on this show long enough to know that that is going to get edited and translated poorly. So I don't know if that's really her intention. I think she was being pretty serious.
Well, we've watched her go from lawyer to funeral director to
that's right.
booty video person, and now we're going to get stun gun in the nuts. I love it.
I think we need to move Phaedra over to Beverly Hills. That's what I want, because she's very entrepreneurial and businesses, and she's got money. We need to get her in there with Yolanda.
Did she finish anything, though? I mean, we haven't really heard anything about the funeral business, that she was going to bury pets, and that. Is there follow-up? I mean, what's going on?
Are you giving me homework, John?
Oh, Oracle, tell me. I'm seeing things started. I'm not seeing things finished. So I'm not impressed. So the last thing that I thought was really funny with Atlanta was Candy's surprise dildo party, right? And all of the representatives nationwide were there to help her celebrate. And she was at the mic and she was talking. Thank you for being there in my new adventure. And then the commercial breaks and it's Candy's spinoff with the amateur singers. So how many beginnings are you having, Candy? I mean...
What she touches is gold, though, and literally, I mean, I really think that her business. Go ahead, Eric.
I was gonna say, Oracle, here are my two questions about Candy. Yes. Why are her and LaShawn, nope, I'm getting RuPaul now. Lawrence. Why was Lawrence all like, no, I wasn't invited to the party? I mean, I know that Candy represented her last season during her song stuff, so did something happen that I don't know about?
I don't know, and it could have been just that there was a conflict of interest, and then maybe she just wanted to keep it centralized. Maybe that there was.
I heard that what Kim did to Candy with her song, Candy did to Lawrence.
He would have known to get into a contract because he was there the whole time when all this stuff went down with Kim. So
I think he knows now.
Well, I was going to say, if he's that stupid, like, you know, ha-ha on him, and he probably wasn't invited because, like I said before, he probably was going to bring drama. So, ta-da! And they wanted other drama. They wanted Kenya drama.
Right. Well, he does a ton of stuff. He does a ton of stuff with the other hairdressery guy.
Yeah,
they have some
fashion review thing.
And they've done stuff on Bravo, too.
All those spin-offs are nuts.
There is a lot. What's the new one? The one with, we followed couples for a year. I mean, I was like, what?
No, John. I think you meant, well, why not me? They're doing a show about newlywed couples, is what you meant.
I got the new spin-off. It's going to be Rosie from Jersey, New Jersey, and May going to town and killing it. Whoever we're going to hang out with, we're going to destroy them. We're not going to hook up or anything like that. But I can see the two of us completely destroying anything that Bravo throws at our lap. That's the new spinoff.
Sorry if this was X Factor. I mean, this is the new Bravo show right here.
Yay! Well, you would be producing it.
Oh. If Bravo is coming
to want Rosie? What? I'm gonna break her up, Rosie. You don't want Rosie? How can you not want Rosie?
No. I want a producer, Bravo.
I think the spinoffs can be really weak just in essence, and so I would be nervous for Nene if she had a spinoff.
Well, nothing. She's demanding $1 million for next season.
Oh, really?
She's expensive, Nene.
Oh, well, then they're definitely not going to give her a spinoff.
Yeah.
Because that would be more money.
Oracle number 2.
I'm your apprentice.
And I, as the secretary, would like to know. I think no show is worse than Kim's spin-off show, and she has a spin-off show, so believe me, Nini's would be way better. Why don't you guys comment below and let us know what you guys think of a Nini spin-off. Do you think it'd be a good idea, bad idea, you for it, against it? Let us know below. Done with Atlanta. Can we please, oh my god, get to the most anticlimactic season finale of all of the Housewives ever, and the fake staged wedding?
So first we have Faye Resnick being a total hurricane up there at Lisa's party. And she comes to Lisa, she pulls her aside and she says, "This is your home and I would never insult you." Like, you British pig-faced person. Like, she basically, like, insulted her by pulling her aside and saying that. I couldn't believe it.
How did Faye get to measure herself on such high regard? You know, what she said, you don't say that to a host at their own house. And Lisa actually had the class to not kick her out. I would have thrown her out.
Lisa was very classy because I thought that's what was coming.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen. And I thought, you know, I think Faye thinks she's a lady because Chanel made a seaweed wrap cheesecloth dress. And so that's what she's doing at the party. She's showing off her new dress.
I would like to know if it requires a certain amount of Chanel bags to be a real lady. What do I get for a real Movado?
1980s.
And my flock of seagulls haircut ain't helping.
We also do have a behind-the-person scene production name that we can throw out there that probably engaged all these people and said, you need the show, you need the show, you need the show. Eric, who is it?
It is Sally. Sally is production, and I guess we can just talk about it right now. I thought that was a very interesting point in the reunion part when we found out that Yolanda and Kim, the whole thing, they never talked. It was each of them talking to production, so now I understand how that whole misscheduling thing took place. So I apologize, Kim.
Right, so then that's why we know how Faye winds up showing up on certain things, because they're like, you need to go in there and you need to be you. So,
right,
you know,
I believe that. Yeah, I also do think Kyle. I want to not like Kyle anymore because I do like Kyle. But sometimes I'm like, sister, you got to pick a side when it's time to pick a side because it just makes you look like you're going to fall into the abyss. Like when you see two sides forming and the earth and fire is down in between, that's where you go if you don't pick a side.
It took forever. As Jeffrey was saying, like Kyle didn't pick a side. She was the last person to circle into that group. So she was keeping her distance. She knew that stuff was going to get a little touchy.
If someone can ruin your relationship, you don't have a relationship, okay? First of all. And Faye is a total idiot. I don't know why she thinks she's this uppity, you know, person with morals, and those are my god kids. You're spreading gossip. You're doing everything you've accused Brandy of doing. You're a complete idiot, and you should have stayed in porn.
And we kicked up the sister business again. And Kim, I'm so tired of it. Kim.
I am too.
What does she not see? That while the specific of crystal meth was incorrect, Brandy was truth. Brandy was saying there was a problem. She was being chemically managed. And I really want to be like, Brandy was right. Like, seriously, Kim, let it go. You know, you're acting like always remember, never forget. It's like, give me a break.
Isn't that step 5 of the 12th step?
Like, let things go? Yeah.
Letting things go and forgiveness. I mean,
step 4A is that she wrote in her Bravo blog yesterday, and she did say that she was a little sensitive about Kyle not admitting that it was really her who got hurt first, in addition to
get off the show then, Kim. I don't care. It's annoying.
Oh,
it's so annoying.
And it's like, Brandy didn't affect your life and kids. Your substance abuse problem affected your life and kids. Brandy didn't do that. Get bent.
She admitted it in her blogs that it was in the on TV for the last 2 years, and then finally she gets to see herself sober, and, you know, like, she just was very, like, you know, oversensitive about the whole thing. There was a line while all the cackling and Faye stuff was going on. Brandy had asked Faye when it was like, who are you? Well, who are you? I don't even know who you are. I don't even know your last name. Is it Arsenic?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's right.
Mhm.
Love you, Brandy. Faye Arsenic. She told her right to her face. And then there was the whole, like, listen, in the Bronx, I don't care. If you're in front of me and then you try to walk past me, you're getting shoulder bumped. And when Brandy was like, don't touch me, I was like, I quickly tweeted, Brandy, what would you have done if you would have if she would have touched you? You know, where I come from, back up, put your ass in rear, back up, and go 50 feet around me. Don't even come right through me.
But you know, Faye did not touch her. Faye was there. She was like, oh, it was like that little kid game of like, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you, Faye.
Michelle, I don't have a good Bronx story. I just have a good gay douche story. See, if you're in the mall and you hit into me with your big shopping bag, I will get back at you by I'll like hook it with my finger and rip it a little. You won't notice until you're like 20 steps down and your whole bag rips open on the floor. That's me being gay douche when you bump into me in the mall with your big bags when you see me coming. Oh my gosh,
that's hilarious.
Oh, man.
You know, I think also, too, Faye is so scripted because she says certain things a certain way, and any type of improv that she does, like, I'm bored. That's it? That's your comeback? Well, then leave, Brandy says. No. I think she needs some improv classes.
So Yolanda grew some cojones, can we say?
Yeah, definitely.
That was awesome. Her fangs were out.
Who knew that the season finale would have me liking the vampire of Vampire Town?
Who knew vampires could get Lyme disease?
It's not the vampire. Little limes, they attach onto the vampire, and then they give the vampire vampire disease.
There is blood in vampires. It's just black blood.
And her Lyme disease did not come from the lemon trees, as Bravo told us.
Right.
And stop blaming it on your Lyme disease brain.
So what do we think about Adrian coming in finally, not acknowledging Ken or Lisa, and just all skinny with her big head? She looked like a bobblehead with the hair. I mean, the way Kyle was crying, I think we know what side Kyle's on. Okay?
Of course we do. Of course we do. And the thing is that if you're Adrian and you're coming to that party, you should be talking to the host. I don't care what your emotional state is. I get it. But to turn it around and make it extra about you and extra not about Lisa in any way, like that is so silly, so wrong. And I think it is paramount, and it speaks volumes to who Adrian is, really.
Eric, you want to tell John to leave the comment below?
Yes. First of all, dear watchers, leave your comments below and let us know what you think about it. Here's what I think. I think it was wrong that Adrian didn't say anything to Lisa, but I think it's just as ridiculous that Lisa noticed her and then didn't say anything to her. And it was a little awkward. And I don't mean just to like throw the red carpet out, but like anybody in general in life, when they're like, you didn't say hello to me. Well, you didn't say hello to me. I hate that whole argument.
No.
Listen out a little bit louder.
No. I agree with Lisa. You do not wait for Lisa. You knew she was having a housewarming party, and you also came empty-handed. Not even a bottle of
good
that
point.
Chloe
she wrapped up her grief and tears real nice in a nice little package. She got a bucket full of emotions ready.
Here you go.
No, when she wound up leaving for Lisa, she wound up leaving Lisa some more of her rub-on tan stuff on the white sofa for Lisa. That was the housewarming gift.
Adrian does that. Bucket full of emotions on everyone, right? And then I really noticed that Adrian and Lisa are kind of the same woman in a way, because then Lisa turns around and says, I can't renew my vows because a marriage is breaking up, and oh, boo-hoo. Now you have sympathy for Adrian, really? Or you just need some drama?
No. It wasn't, she didn't say she wasn't renewing her vows because their marriage was breaking up. She was having a temper tantrum because now her episode about her wedding is tainted with the Adrian shit.
Forever.
Whatever, same thing.
Forever.
I kind of agree with that. I thought it kind of was reminiscent of the Kim and the bus in Paris kind of thing to me.
Here's what I'll say.
So sweet, Michelle.
I cried when what's-her-face and, oh my god, when the people who renewed their vows this season on Atlanta, when they renewed their vows, I cried. I cried when Cynthia and Peter, I cried when Kim and Troy renewed their vows. I cried for Bethany gets married. I cried for all of them. Not even the littlest shred of emotion welled up for me in this one. Probably because I felt like Lisa wrote Ken's speech, number one. And then because there was no emotion behind Lisa's ad. I wasn't buying it. I didn't like it.
So she was crying. She wasn't being. I think her way of being genuine is to always have a little bit of a British wall up. And I think that behind that British ice, there is genuine emotion there. I saw it. I wasn't particularly moved by it, but I saw it.
I liked her line when she
I'm going to cry right now, too.
Oh, red tear?
I got it.
Are you really putting a red tear?
No, I wasn't going to. Go ahead, John.
I loved it, and I want to put it in my vows. Thanks for making all my hopes and dreams come true. Now you can leave.
I liked that. I liked that.
That was funny. Good joke.
Oh, yeah. So,
I'm a comedian. Okay, just calm down.
By the way, none of us got our invitations or saved the dates yet, John.
I know. I'm still working on it.
So we did get to see the Marissa sticking her foot in her mouth yet again and trying to backpedal and then cover all her bases. And I don't know if all you guys have seen this yet, but I will beep, 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 beep. Real Housewives Beverly Hills news. Marissa might not be coming back because in her blog, she said she's thanking production and all these people, and the way that she let it ride out in her blog will give everyone the impression that she is not coming back to this crazy world at all in that.
Oh, I'm going to miss her so much. Now I'm crying, everyone.
Where was Camille at the reunion? Where was Melissa at the reunion? Where was Faye at the reunion? Because all we're seeing is Mauricio.
I bet they serve her up next week.
That's what I am hoping. They better be there next week.
Goodbye. That is one more dose of Faye arsenic.
Well, if I was Marissa and I saw what a dildo I looked like on the show, I wouldn't come back either.
But she has all that Fox money. She doesn't care.
She's very happy.
Yeah.
She's very happily married. She doesn't need the dildo. I mean, she's not a dildo.
How about all that birthday cake swallowing at the end there? I was really impressed with Yolanda having the biggest bite of cake.
No, was it Yolanda or was it? It was Taylor.
It was Taylor.
It was Taylor.
Oh, of course, that makes sense.
She was like,
She's in the middle of a really great relationship, so she's been practicing.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
At least she knows where her kid is.
Does she really? That kid is so adorable. Wait, I just want to take one little moment. Taylor, in all sincerity, your kid is so precious. Well, beep, 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 breaking news update. We do have a little bit of exclusive info before we get to the reunion. John, would you like to tell anybody where you went? And I'll throw some pictures up.
Yes, I would like to share where I was. I was in Los Angeles, and I was just in West Hollywood, with all the other gays, just, looking for a happy hour, beer bust, you know what I mean? And I came across Sir. And as I got out to see what Sir really looked like from a real honest-to-goodness upfront impression, guess who was stepping out of their truck? Jax!
Ooh.
Just got a picture with him. Me!
Ooh.
And let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot better in person.
Did you cop a feel?
Oh my God, he's so cute. And you know what else about him too? He has a really great energy about him. I think it's
Tell me more. Tell me all about it. Did you rub his shoulder? Did you put your?
He's got a great energy about him, And I was just like, what am I doing? What? No, I'm kidding. I did joke.
Oh, no.
I'm a comedian. Knew that. Signed up. No, but it was really great, and I got a few pictures of myself in front of Sir, and it was fun. And unfortunately, I didn't get to meet Jennifer. She was crazy rehearsals with that new thing that she's in. But I did. We did talk on the phone though, and she's really nice.
So let me get So let me answer your questions then. It looked like a garbage dump. Jack was really hot. You had phone sex with Jennifer Jimenez. I'm like,
Hey.
Those are the cliff notes.
No. No, I'm not gonna listen to that last one.
Okay, Michelle
Plug your ears,
does not,
Michelle.
Michelle does not endorse that last statement.
No. Who made you your drinks, and what did you drink when you were at Sir?
Sir was closed. They hadn't opened yet.
And by closed, we mean too expensive.
Oh, is that where it's at? It's next door to the Abbey?
Right next door to Abbey.
Oh, okay, great.
And didn't Adrian just open a restaurant on one end of the block? And
Doesn't matter.
Who what?
I said, who cares? Doesn't matter.
I know, like we're gonna eat there.
Eric, yes, you're right.
Yes, she just opened one down the block, and then Kim is on the other end of the block with her stupid
Kyle.
Kyle.
Do you watch the show, Eric? Do you watch it?
I will try.
Do you know the people?
I will try.
I just feel like I'm that old person who's like, Kim, Kyle, Adrian, Babs, gonna get one of your names right one of these times.
You're a surrogate parent to the Real Housewives. I got that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh,
Good
man.
times. Good times.
Awesome.
Good times.
Wait, can we just say one thing?
Yes,
Or
go ahead.
I'm just going to say one thing. Someone's crying. Someone's crying. And it's Adrian the shit stirrer. I gotta say how Karma, and you tweeted it out, Karma Eric bit her right in the butt.
No, more specifically what I said is, Brandy, I am very upset with you that you didn't walk your ass through that room just saying, somebody's crying, somebody's crying. You just could have walked right through the room, circled around the couch,
Great.
3 times.
People gotta follow us on Twitter in order to catch up with what we're doing on Monday nights when we're tweeting it live.
I'm gonna start crying if we don't move on to the reunion.
Okay, yes. Let's move on to the reunion. And before we discuss it, although it is reunion now, we're just discussing right now. Oh my God, bravo Andy calling Adrian out. He set the precedent down for all future housewives. He's like, you don't do your shit, you're off the show.
We knew that was coming. She wasn't gonna like own up, and I think that probably had to go back to her not being engaging with Lisa at the party. I probably think Sally said, when you walk through the door, you have to go over there. So then her presence might have been like, well, I didn't go to her. So Andy probably said, well, you can't come to the reunion until you guys. And she said, no, I'm not doing that. And they said, bye. So
she's a total wuss for not showing up. And it totally just, everything that Brandy has said and confirms and everything we saw, Adrian Malouf is a douche. She's
All I
a
know is
total
that people
douche.
who don't show up to stuff, the guilty people don't show up to stuff.
Right.
And innocent people do. And that's all I have to say about the matter. Adrian, goodbye. Don't ever need to see you again. Over it.
My favorite part, far and away, was, oh my God, Brandy getting to be able to throw all the jabs in because Adrian isn't there. Like Andy said, you know, Adrian isn't here this week. Hater. And
You gonna miss her?
Not gonna miss her. Nope. Loved it. I love that Brandy just got to keep throwing and nobody stuck up for you, Adrian.
No, the only two people who would be in the position to do that are the Richards sisters, and they were not having it anymore at this point. I really firmly think that anyone who does not like Brandy are people with something to hide. And because Brandy is a dangerous truth tool in certain circumstances, and so if people don't like her, that's the reason.
I like Truth Tool.
Me too. Truth tool.
What have you been hiding all season, John? You're just now coming around the Brandy bandwagon. Oh, say that 5 times fast.
Brandy bandwagon.
What about Truth Tool? Am I the only one who can't say that?
I can say it, but I want my mouth to be full with. I'm just gonna not go there. Did you notice that there were green apples on the table as a centerpiece, as opposed to lemons?
You and your fruit.
Seriously.
Lemons, like.
Well, I think Yolanda is an interesting character here in the reunion to me. Yolanda clearly is kind of a truth speaker, but I got a whole dose of truth tool Kyle Richards on this one, and I believe Kyle 100%. I think Yolanda's a big fat vampire liar about whatever it is she said about Lisa in Paris, and I think Yolanda's trying to cover her butt, just like she was trying to cover her butt when she said that being a lesbian was a choice, and Bravo Andy was like, "Excuse me," and like shut that down for a second too. So she's getting slapped down from a couple different areas on this reunion, and I like it.
On her blog, and it was only 4 pages long this time, she did address the comment about the lesbian thing, and she said, "I came off like a moron again, and I'm sorry." And she went on to talk about one of her daughters and stuff, but she knew she came off kind of like,
You know, at least she owns it, right?
Oh yeah, she definitely
can respect that.
Oh, I don't think she's anti-gay in any way. I just don't think she pays attention to her language, which is why I think that it's totally true what she said about Lisa in Paris.
Right.
I just don't believe it, because Brandy also wrote about it and said that it was not true. She said it was not true there. Lisa didn't believe it.
I said I 100%, and I have not been on Kyle's side all season. Just based on body language, you could tell Kyle was telling the truth and that it actually happened, as opposed to Yolanda, who is very taken back and like, oh God, what's... So I completely also agree with Kyle.
Well, I mean, Kyle kind of did what Brandy does, right? I mean, she was saying, "Oh, I tried to reach out to you when the show started," and Yolanda's like, "That was at the end of the show." No, you really tried. And then because Kyle got pissed off, she's like, "Oh, well, what about what you said about Lisa in Paris?" I mean, Kyle gets mad at Brandy for doing that.
Why I think that's truthful is because she was using truth as a tool. And I can tell on Kyle's face with the emotion and the tears and the intensity, the look, Kyle isn't lying on that.
No, she's not.
Okay. All right. So if Kyle isn't lying about it, why did it take to the reunion for it to be brought up, and we didn't have any of it in the show unless it made it onto the lost footage?
Exactly.
No, I have the answer to that, oh Oracle. It happened in the airport well, they weren't filming. It happened on the air, before the flight home is what they said, and they weren't filming.
Okay.
That's the thing I was annoyed with this season, is just all of this. I don't know the real secret. I don't know what you said. Like, everything is guessing, right?
So that's why they make us watch that lost footage.
Right.
You know, Kim was pretty adamant about how her stance was coming along also in the show. With the whole Sally setting up, we can go back to that, Eric, the whole Sally setting up the appointment. I thought well, you brought up how Kim appearance looked wise. I thought she looked good.
I did too.
What?
I could understand her as well.
Look, hold on. Her face was stretched like this. She was like, "Hey guys, I can't even do it." Her eyeballs were open like that. It's like, "Hey guys, I'm Kim." No, she got a facelift done. Brandy might have also looked like she got a little something done.
She probably got a
little... And she's like, listen. I put on my meth addict and she's just like talking to Yolanda and calling her a liar, and she's using this finger jab. You know why she's used to this? She's putting coke up her nose. That's what she's doing.
Oh, she's pointing. This is where the coke goes.
Yeah, because she's just used to that movement.
Here, stop talking about her like that. You apologize. It goes here.
Yeah, and seriously, shut up. Like, seriously, get over it. I wish you well on your sober journey, but you're a dope. Literally.
You're a dope.
How do we think Taylor looked? How do you think Taylor looked?
I didn't hate Taylor.
I was going to say she looked uninteresting.
Yeah, exactly.
Was there a hairline? Was there a wig hairline issue going on?
Oh, yes. That did crack me up. Every time they had the side-by-side image, like her on the reunion, her hairline is like all the way back here, and then in the show it's like all the way here. So I'm just saying, Taylor, pull your wig forward on the reunion.
What's the story is that Mauricio was only friends with Adrian and stuff because they wanted to get the listing, and after they got the listing and sold the house, they no longer are speaking with each other.
Really?
And I have to say, I kind of believe Lisa on that one.
I do too.
Yep.
Good for him, though. That must have been a nice commission.
Sure. Absolutely. It's the cleaning bill for the tan. The self-tanner.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did John interrupt you with his I'm hungry? Oh, hold on, John. Sorry to interrupt you. That some people do the outros. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
Should I go now? Are we ready now? Should we go? Okay. Thanks for joining us. Love talking about the Housewives, and next week's dynamic finale will be amazing. And also, if you're interested, next week I'm going to be at the Reality Rally in Temecula, California, raising funds for Michelle's Place, and you can go to www.realityrally.com to find out all about that.
And the link will be below.
Bye.
All right, you guys, we're done. We've got, 2 weeks left or 2 episodes left for Real Housewives. So thanks for watching. It's all just in good fun. Love you, Jennifer. Bye.
Hey guys, so much fun recapping our favorite Bravo shows. Don't forget to vote for me in Joan Knows Best Comedy Contest. The link is below. I appreciate it. See you next week.
Well, that about wraps up everything for this week. Don't forget to click the links below to find out how you can help Jeffrey and donate to the Reality Rally, vote for John in the Joan Rivers contest, follow Michelle on Twitter, and check out my website, yourrealityrecap.com. And of course, we'll be back next week filling you in on part 2 of the finale. Not the finale, it'll be the finale of Atlanta. It'll be the part 2 of the reunion for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We might possibly have Jennifer and a lot more for you guys. So, we'll see you all then. Bye for now. Time out, everybody. Time out. Hey, John Richardson, guess how many shows we've done so far? 18. You're right. And remember in those beginning fun episodes when we had a coaster on the table for when we would slam the... Remember that? Yeah, oh, that's fun, right? Because then, There you go, Phaedra. You've been called out. That's at John Richardson.
At Comedy Jonah.
I mean Comedy Jonah.
Besides, Eric, have we been doing this and you do what?
I've also been partying with Kim.
I can't wait. We get to see Eric's ringtone at the end of all of this. Yes. It's right now, and it's gonna be red. It'll be red by the end.
We're good so far.
You're spreading gossip.
I would never, and don't even.
That's weird, Michelle.
Sister, you gotta pick a side when it's time to pick a side, because it just makes you look like you're gonna fall into the abyss.
I'm seeing things started. I'm not seeing things finished. So I'm not impressed.
My phone's ringing.
Can you get a coaster for that?
And you should have stayed in porn.
Here's what I will say. What was the last little... What were we just saying? What were we just saying about last before that?
Wait, what?
And you should have stayed in porn.
100%. And I lost my point.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Wait,
about
to... Is that
the suspense is killing me!
I thought all my devices were off.
Wait, what Kim did to Kim...
Sorry!
Hold on, it's the dance remix of it.
Okay,
now
I can take the phone off.
Okay, thank you, phone.
Gay lisp with lispy.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
But your tongue is
Because
right.
the backpedaling...
Oh, tongue, wait!
You should have stayed in porn.
Special thanks goes to Ben & Jerry's for sponsoring Ice Cream by Bravo, their new flavor, Botox Bonanza.
Just kidding. Allegedly. Don't sue us.